Hi everyone, welcome back to Salesforce Textbook. Today we are going to discuss the topic is communication between components, or how can we pass data between components? How can we pass values between components? Before we are going to discuss the topic, please stay healthy, stay safe. Please go through WHO website for latest information on COVID-19 outbreak. So what we are going to discuss as part of this session? We are going to discuss how we can pass data or values from parent to child component, or how we can pass data from child component to parent component, and how we can pass data between isolated components which are not related or which are not in the same DOM tree and which is on the same flexi page. That's what we are going to discuss with very simple examples, and you can apply that knowledge for your real-time things also. No worries. Let's see. Parent to child. When you want to pass a data, or when you want to pass a communication from parent to child, you have to use the public properties of child component to pass data from parent to child. So how can you define a public property in child component? By using API decorator. Now, child to parent. When you want to pass data from child to parent, you have to use custom event. Okay, custom event as an interface, it will be useful for defining your custom events by creating a constructor for your custom event. And here it expects one required parameter, that is event name. Another one is, if you want to pass data, you have to pass data by using or with the help of detail property. Okay, here this is a standard detail property. To this you have to assign in JSON format like this. Now to fire this event, you have to use dispatch event method. You can say, you have to say this, how to dispatch event, you have to use dispatch event method. Okay, once you define an event, you have to dispatch the event, then our parent component can handle this event. We'll see this practically. Now until this, whenever you have the component which are related, parent to child and child to parent, right? But now whenever you have components which are not related, which are not in the same DOM tree, that means these are all isolated components and on same flexi page. Okay, then how can you provide the communication between these kind of components? You have to use PubSub module for this. How can we use PubSub module? Okay, you also can say that publish subscribe pattern. Okay, for that, from Salesforce we have LWC recipes in GitHub in the following link. Okay, there is a PubSub web, web component. You just need to copy paste and create a component with the PubSub name, then you can utilize that. How we can utilize it, we are going to see practically. That is one way. Another way is lightning message channel. Through this also you can provide communication between different components which are not in the same DOM tree. Okay, but it is in beta. As part of this session, we are going to discuss PubSub module only, not lightning message channel. Now let's start practical session. So first thing is how we can pass data from parent to child. Let's create a component, parent component. Just name it as parent component. Another component I'm using child component. Okay, let's save both. and child component. Let's save this also. Now I'm going to do something on lightning on parent component. Okay, let me add. So if you see here, this is just for user interface, lightning card, and title is parent. Okay, and if you see, I'm defining, I'm using a button, and when you click on this button, it calls this method. So let's define this method also. What's the button name here? Send data to child, and message from, no, sorry, nothing will be here. So on parent component, I have one button that is send data to child, and it is going to invoke a method send data to child method, right? So let me use this. So I'm going to use a track property message and a method this dot message equals message from parent. That's it. And whenever you use any decorator for defining your properties, you have to import those decorators in your JavaScript. Now I want to make this component available for app page in app builder. So I have to make is exposed true and targets and configure target. So lightning underscore app page. So what we did in parent component for now. So in this component, we have one button. Okay, there it's a lightning card component, nothing else, and it's just a title parent and a button called send data to child. When you click on this button, okay, it is calling send data to child. In send data to child, we are just assigning the value message from parent. We are not displaying anywhere this, right? And I'm making or I'm configuring this method. See, sorry, I'm configuring this component for lightning app page. So let's add this. So click on new, under setup you can search for app builder. Under app builder you can create three kind of pages. Now I am going to create app page. So communication page. One region. Now what is the component name? Parent component. Done. Activate lightning experience. I want to add this to demo to app. Done. Now let me see. demo to app. I can see this communication page. See, you have parent as a title and send data to child. Nothing is happening for now, right? So, but it is invoking this method. Now, I am going to include our component with name child into this component. To include our component, you just need to follow kebab cases. Anyway, so here I am going to include it. So see, this is the default namespace. If you have any namespace enabled for your arc, you have to use that namespace. For now, we don't have any namespace enabled in our arc, so I'm using default namespace hyphen and your component name, what you want to include in this component. Now I want to include child component, web component here. That's it. And you always need to give done. Now let's go to this child component. Nothing is there, right? So if you refresh here also, nothing will be visible here now because nothing is there. No markup added in child component. So now let's add markup. So let's see. So if you see here, I have a title, child, and empty body. Nothing is there in body. And here I'm going to define a public property by using a decorator API. API text message. So if you see, I'm using camel case, right? It started with small letter, and when you have other word, it started with capital letter in between. If there is a another word started in between the variable. See, let's see. So I just defined a variable, API variable, or a property in child component. Now I'm going to add here. So on markup of child component, right? Simply. So what I did, I defined a, a public property called text message in child component, and before that I added this child component into parent component. So now parent component is the container component for child component. So now let's see how it looks like. Okay, now you have to pass the communication from parent to child, right? You already have a public property, you just need to pass the message. Simply what we have to do, go to parent HTML, and here just need to take your text message. So you should not use like this, it is not going to understand. Okay, so you have to use kebab case text message. And what is the message you have? What is the property you have in JavaScript of parent? Message. Done. Now when you click on this button, send data to child, then it assigns a value to message. This message we are passing to a attribute of child component, okay, using kebab case. So text message is a public property on child component. Let's see how it works. See, message from parent, simply it came. This is how it works. Now we have successfully completed, or we have successfully understand how we can pass data from parent to child. Now how can you pass data from child to parent? So we know that by using custom events you can pass data from child to parent. So let's do this. So for that you have to define custom event in child. So let me do this. I'm going to define a method send message to parent in child component, and here I'm going to define a custom event. If you see custom event, okay, event name is child message, and property is a detail. For detail property I am giving hi, I am your child as a message. And now to dispatch this event you have to use this dot dispatch event method, okay, and you have to give this name here, variable name, simply. Now let's save this, and I'm going to add one button in child markup. So let's take that. See, in child component I added button send event to parent, okay, and when you click on this button in child component it will call this method. Whenever it call this method it fires or it dispatch this event. It dispatches event child message along with this message details. Now let's go to parent, how you can handle this. Once you dispatch, or once this child component dispatches the event, when someone clicks on the button send event to parent, then how you can handle on parent side. You just need to add event handler attribute. What is the event handler attribute here for your component, child component here? So your event name child message, you have to specify here. This is the event handler message, event handler attribute. So along with that you have to add a word on, okay, as a prefix, then it can handle event. So this is event handler attribute. Now what is the method you have to use to handle this event? You can define that handle message, you can say simply. Now let's go to parent.js. I'm going to give track message from child, and here this dot message from child, sorry, not this, So I have to get the data from child event, right? I have to get the data from event which is dispatched from child, right? So here, what is the handler method? Handle child message. How to use that? This dot message from child equals event dot detail. Simply. Then whenever event dispatched from child component, then it will call this method through event handler attribute simply. Now let's add this on markup here under this button. Now let's see output. So now first thing is, let's click on send data to child. Now it opens or it sends data message from parent component. Now if you click on send event to parent, then it sends data or it dispatches the event, and parent component handles, okay, this event, and it gets the data through that event, that is, hi, I am your child. This is how you can provide the data or communicate the data from child to parent by using custom event. So as best practices, you always need to define event name with small letters and avoid on as a prefix while you are defining the event, because you have to add this on as prefix while you are going to handle this from component attribute. Okay, this is how to make this. So with this we have completed parent to child and child to parent. Now how can we communicate between different components which is not in same DOM tree? So what is same DOM tree basically? If you see, this child component we are using in the parent component. That means it is in under same document object model. But if these two components are isolated, not in the same DOM, then how can we communicate? We can't communicate with the event. Then you have to communicate with the publish subscribe pattern. If you know, in ARA component programming model, if you remember, application events are there. So application events will be useful for communicating with the isolated components in the same flexi page. Same way here, if you want to make this, you have to use pub/sub module here. So where you can get that utility, pub/sub module utility, you just need to go to this. So let's open this. This is LWC recipe. It is available from Salesforce anyway, and this is pub/sub. Go to this, and here you have to take this component pub/sub. Okay, and you just need to copy paste pub/sub JavaScript file and meta file. So this is empty HTML. Now I am going to do this. So if you open this, so they already gave utilities, so they already written everything. You just need to use this methods for registering events and for unregistering and for listening. Okay, we'll see this for firing also. Let's see. I already have this pub/sub. See, same thing. Copy paste, nothing else. See, now I'm going to do this. create a lightning component pub sub. And this is the JavaScript code from LWC recipes and saving. So let's see if we have anything in meta file. We don't have anything, it is false only. Now we have successfully done PubSub. So in PubSub we have different kind of things. Register events, okay, firing events, all the things will be there. You just need to use this methods, nothing else. So how we can use? So for that we are going to create two components. One is publisher, another one is listener. Let me create publisher component. Save. Now listener. Okay, we successfully created listener component. As I told you, they already prepared utility. Okay, you just need to use these methods, whatever they used here, okay, for registering, for unregistering, okay, for firing. You have to use these methods. For that, you have to import those methods to your components. If you want to publish, you have to import the publisher methods from this PubSub module or PubSub component. And if you want to retrieve or listen that events, then you have to import those methods from this PubSub component. So that's why you have to add this PubSub component to into your project. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Now we have publish thing, right? Publisher. Cool. So let's go to our code. So here I'm going to add this one. So if you see here, I have a title publisher and one button, lightning button, publish event. So on click, publish message method will be invoked. Let's see. After that, what you have to do in JS, this is very important part you have to remember. In JS, first thing is you have to import lightning element and wire adapter, wire decorator, sorry, and you have to import current page reference from navigation, and you have to import fire event method from PubSub component. And then you have to declare or define page reference property by using current page reference. Done. After that, whenever you click on button, I am calling this method simply publish message event, and here Fire event is a method name. It has three parameters. One is you have to pass page reference in publisher. This is the one, this dot page reference simply, and event name here. Another one is, see here, page reference, any event name, after that payload. Payload means a message here. What is the message you want to send here? This message comes from publisher simply. I gave static message. You can give dynamic message. Only the thing is what you have to know, how you can fire the event by passing the message. That's what you have to know. So now whenever you know this kind of things, then you can apply for your real-time things also. Context is important. Now we have successfully firing an event from publisher. Now how you can listen this event in listener. Let's see, let's go to our listener component. So in the listener component, so let's start with this. First thing is I'm importing track and wire decorators. Current page reference you should have for listener also, and I am importing register listener, unregister all listeners, and fire event methods. I don't need fire event here. I'm just importing here, nothing else. Now let's, I'm defining a property track variable and a page reference. You should have this page reference in both listener and publisher. After that, connected callback. That means when this page is loads, then I want to subscribe to event. What is the event name here? Message sent event we fired from publisher. Okay, and whenever it subscribes, it has to call this also. This is the method when it fires. So now here it is subscribing or it is registering an event. When that event fires from the publisher, then it calls handle message sent method, and it will take the payload, that is the message whatever you are sending, and I am assigning this message to our track property. So after that I am disconnecting callback. In the disconnected callback, I am just unregistering all listeners. That's it. Now I'm going to add markup for this, simply listener. So now let's configure our publisher. So here we are going to display a message from publisher on listener, nothing else. Here if you go to publisher, let's see whether we made it as available for app page or not. We didn't. Let's make it true. Targets and target. So Lightning app page. Done. Same way, I want to make listener also for app page. So if you observe, listener is not part of publisher component. That means these are all not related at all. But we are firing an event in publisher. In listener component, we are listening that event and able to get the message. Okay, here how we are making publish subscribe pattern we are following, and with the help of utility from Salesforce, that is PubSub utility is there. You don't need to write anything new here. Okay, now let's add these two components into app builder. PubSub example, and I'm taking two regions, one finish. So what's our component? Publisher. So this is first component and listener, another component. Save. Lightning experience, add page to this one, PubSub example, save. So let's see our demo 2 app. PubSub example. See, this message comes from publisher. So now you can try with, you can display list of records here, and if you click on that record, if you want to show details here, you can show, because you know how to pass data from one component to another component, even they are not in the same DOM tree. Okay, because these two components are isolated now. It is not under one component. Okay, it's not nowhere related, right? It is on the same Plexi page. When you are using PubSub module or publish subscribe pattern, okay, you can communicate or you can pass the data between two isolated components on same Flexi page. This is what you have to remember. And to use publish subscribe pattern, you have to use PubSub component from LWC recipe. You have to add that PubSub component into your project. You can use the methods fire event and register event, this kind of things from that. Okay, this is how you can work with PubSub pattern. So by this, we have successfully completed how we can communicate from parent to child, child to parent, and between different components which are not related. Okay, so you can go through these references, and I'll give you these references in our video description. You can have a look once. Please subscribe to Salesforce Textbook. All the best.